Hi, my name is Lesley Miller, and I'm the UNICEF Acting Representative in Vietnam. This week, we celebrate World Children's Day. This day marks the anniversary of the adoption of the Convention on the Rights of the Child in 1989. The CRC, as we call it, has become the most widely ratified human rights treaty in history, and Vietnam was the first country in Asia and the second country in the world to ratify it. World Children's Day is meant to be a fun day, but with a serious message. This year, we take the opportunity to shed light on one of the most pressing issues that children face: violence in school. Those of you who are participating in our You Report program have received a survey about how you experience violence in school. The response has been overwhelming. Almost 2 out of 3 respondents have confirmed witnessing verbal abuse, and 40% of you have seen acts of physical violence from teachers or your fellow students happening at school. Although corporal punishment is banned by law in Vietnam, its use and tolerance towards it persists. This is often because people believe it's an effective way of educating children. In reality, corporal punishment makes students scared and humiliated, which can lead to poorer academic performance, dropout, and can seriously affect the health and well-being of children. We all know nothing can impact more on a child's education than a good teacher. It's important to also celebrate the amazing work that good teachers in Vietnam are doing, motivating children to learn and using alternative methods to help children stay on the right track. Positive discipline will help improve self-esteem, academic achievement, and overall well-being of students. Bullying is also an issue that you reporters mention as being widespread in Vietnam. Humiliating language, physical fights, and harassment from peers is occurring at an alarming rate and is greatly affecting students. Bullying happens in school and around school, so it's important for local authorities and community leaders to be aware of it and take action to stop it. The Convention on the Rights of the Child is clear that no type of violence against children can ever be justified. We must put in place measures to prevent violence from happening and to respond to it when it occurs. We encourage the education system to establish mechanisms that are accessible and confidential for students to report any act of violence at school without fear of reprisal. World Children's Day is a day of action for children and by children. Let's speak up for those who are victims and stop the cycle of violence. Let's also work within our community to help build a society where every child is in school, safe from harm, and can fulfill their full potential. If you are 13 years old or above and you are not yet part of You Report in Vietnam, please go on Facebook and join this online platform to receive our regular surveys and to make sure that your voice counts. We learn a lot from hearing from you students who spend most of your time at school. If we stand together to end violence in school, we can give every child a safe education. Happy World Children's Day.